Hey, hey, hey. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. All right, so we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watches. Taurus, I asked your collective energy what this reading was going to be about. And what I was told was charge right through them. I love that. Charge right through them. I don't know what them is in reference to. Maybe it's obstacles. Maybe it's people. I don't know. Hi, Scotty. Hello, Scotty. I don't know if that's inappropriate for me to use that accent just because your name is Scotty. It felt natural. I'm sorry, Scotty. All right, let me get some cards for Taurus. Are you a bull? Are you a bull? Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Ooh. Whew, you're being tested. Oh my goodness. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watches. Taurus is being tested right now. Ooh, I think Taurus has definitely experienced more than their fair share of lessons that are testing their ability to stay patient. I definitely believe that. Definitely believe that. And I think maybe, let me just see what's going on, okay? Before I start talking out of turn, let me just see what's going on here. All right. Just get all the cards ready. Here we go. Okay. Not this one? Which one? This one? Yes, this one. Oh. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's intense. That is intense. All right. There are, oh my gosh. Okay, let me just calm myself down. I don't even think I have Taurus in my chart. Let me calm myself down. Girl, this reading is not for you. Calm down. Don't be taking things personal. All right. So Taurus. Here's the thing, okay? Card number 32. Faith in the process. You are absolutely being tested. You've been being tested for some time now. You've been, for those that this is going to resonate with, you've been intentionally depleted. For some that this does resonate with, not only have you been intentionally depleted by creation, it's this feeling that there may be one or two or maybe more people in your life that are intentionally taking advantage of your kindness, okay? So I'm just trying to really discern what this card is trying to tell me. I'm going to hold that card off. Card number 12, expansion. The things that are going on really are helping you to expand your perception, to expand your consciousness. There is this ever-present feminine, okay? For some of you, it might be, do you see it? For some of you, it might be a female presence in your life that has really helped you to kind of stay as even-keeled as possible. For others, it might be someone who has transitioned I know quite a few of us have lost people that we love this year. And for some of us, that might be who it is. That might be who it is. Trying to encourage you to really just flow through this set of circumstance. I know several bulls who totally have been challenged beyond. It's almost to the point of unfair to me personally. Like when I see or hear about what they're going through, and there's a couple that I have spoken to, and it's kind of just like, it's just not right that you're being treated this way. But at the same time, I do have an understanding that this is not just happening just because, just because. This is definitely trying to increase your level of awareness, really develop your sense of self, and develop what you would consider acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Because that's one of the main lessons that I notice Taurus is really learning this year, 2019. Taurus is really, really being challenged to learn what is okay and what isn't. Because I have said in many live streams, the Taurus that I know personally, they have a habit of, if they love someone, and it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be like a family member. It doesn't matter. If you have love for them, you have a tendency to really enable their unbalanced behaviors, to turn a blind eye to it. I mean, you might get pissed off, but at the end of the day, you're kind of just like, well, that's the person that I love. That's family, or that's my friend. I got to just stick by their side. And that's a beautiful trait, but not when it's being taken advantage of and used to enable unhealthy behaviors. Okay. So here's the thing. Oh my gosh. They even have a deer and a hummingbird. Here's the thing, happiness is there. Hummingbirds to me represent so much happiness. But unless you're paying attention, that happiness can be very fleeting. You know what I mean? Like you can see a hummingbird kind of just zip by with your periphery and not realize that happiness just passed you by. But when you're paying attention, you can really track where the hummingbird is going to, and have this like quiet sense of enjoyment, just watching it go from flower to flower and just zipping along, seemingly unbothered by any kind of struggles it's having in life, which I don't even, do hummingbirds have struggles? I don't think so. I don't know. But your next card, I still don't know what to make of this card. Card number 15. Okay. Card number 15, the drum. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. So this is about releasing the things that are not essential to your growth. Again, the whole concept of loyalty, Taurus's version of loyalty. I've been noticing this year, this is a huge theme for Taurus. This year, I've been noticing that your loyalty, there's a high tendency for it to be unbalanced, meaning instead of empowering, it ends up enabling really fractured mindsets, unbalanced behaviors, things like that. So really just pay attention to whatever it is that you're co-creating with other people, whatever it is that you're co-creating for yourself, and make a conscious decision to realign that back to something that will just allow the energy to flow. All right. Spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. You're definitely being guided. You are being guided by such a divine presence. Look, it's right there. It's like the ghost of something. No, well, not, I don't want to say ghost. It's the essence of something so nurturing. There's a presence around Taurus that really is seeking to nurture you, to extend a hand of help, and that's to help your crown, okay? The crown to blossom. That's another thing that I noticed Taurus has struggles with: accepting help, admitting that you need help, reaching out and letting people who you normally would prefer to think that you've got everything handled, just reaching out and letting them know, look, I'm floundering. I just need a little help to kind of stabilize myself. And it's not necessarily monetary help. Sometimes it's just this like grounding force. Sometimes it's just a need to vent, to let your thoughts out, because Taurus really struggles with letting those thoughts out. Okay. Really, really struggles. 94% at 322. Scotty, we are in alignment. We are in alignment. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-hmm. Alignment. Absolutely. So here goes. Speaking of alignment. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Card number 41, bring it into form. Taurus has a very elevated ability to manifest things, especially things that have to do with this third dimensional existence. So you need to begin really focusing your manifestation on higher levels of existence. Okay. You're more than just 3D. You have so many different layers of being, of knowing. It's time to begin exploring those, because look at all of this magic that surrounds you. And it's almost as though you walk through life not noticing it, because you're preoccupied with the day to day. And that's not a bad thing. That doesn't make you like an unspiritual or like a shallow or materialistic person. I mean, there's some that are, but there's some materialistic people in every zodiac. It doesn't matter what zodiac you are. So the main message for this card, bring it into form, is to walk towards your spiritual path. Okay, Taurus has pretty much already mastered the 3D realm. You know how to manifest things for yourself. You know how to take care of the earthly worries and concerns. Now you need to train your focus on higher ground. Card number 20, higher ground. This is about the blossoming of your consciousness, reaching higher levels of dimensional consciousness, allowing yourself to tap into that inner child. Oh, shit. The mother. Wow. Wow. That's potent. Ooh, that's potent. Wow. All right. And so here goes. Look at that. That's the essence of the mother, the spiritual mother within us. Those of us who have lost our mother, she still looks out for that inner child. She still looks out for you, you know? And if we look over here, look at the mountains. They look like faces. These are the mountains that have challenged you, the individuals who have been put across your path to challenge you, to really initiate that need, that desire to climb, to overcome. Um, let's see. Card number 58, the Tree of Life. So the tree of life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. Its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens, the source of destiny. To be whole in your life journey, it's important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. To find health and balance in your life, reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. Okay? Ooh, what nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? And that's what it is, a mindful destiny. Part of that mindful destiny is the recognition, Taurus, you're not doing this alone. Okay? You have mastered the ability to do things alone, to make it in this life alone, to enjoy your time and your earnings alone. And it's not to say that you're a loner, but you've already mastered the alone portion, the hermit portion. Now it's time for you to recognize the beautiful intertwining of the trees, your tree and another person's tree. Now it's time for you to recognize the need, your soul's need to bond, not on a caretaker level. Okay, Taurus is very, very good at taking care of other people. Like taking care of their earthly needs. Now is the time for you to allow yourself to be intertwined with a spiritual equal. Okay, and when I say spiritual equal, I'm saying someone who seems like they are beyond your spiritual capabilities right now. Whatever your spiritual understanding and capabilities are right now, that's not the limit that you exist within. That's just something you believe in for the moment. And that's going to shift. You're going to be intertwining, for those that this resonates with, you're going to be intertwining with someone who seems to be on a much higher level of spiritual understanding, who seems to have a consciousness that is far more expanded than yours. And that's what you need right now. That's what you need to help you to release. Choose to release these limitations that you're believing in. Those limitations, they only exist because you believe in them. Because really, that's all a limit is. Imaginary boundary that you're feeding energy into. Okay. It's like an electric fence. It doesn't really do much until you feed that electricity through it, right? Because the gap in that fence, things can get through. It's no biggie. But once you electrify it, ooh, that's one hell of a barrier. So someone, if you don't already have that someone in your life, don't feel down about it. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not living a meaningful life. No. This is probably a call for you to recognize you need to now open your heart to this person arriving. You have to open your mind to allowing this person, whoever it is, it could just be a friend. It really could. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but there is an individual that the feeling is it's on its way to you already. The feeling is that you're already intertwined, but your logical mind, this refusal to allow someone to help you. Ooh, is someone going to set you up? What? Hold on. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if someone's going to be setting you up, or you already know this person, you already met this person. I'm thinking you might already know this person, maybe not very well, but things are going to circle back around, and some sort of interaction might be initiated. I don't necessarily feel like this is someone setting you up on a blind date. This feels like maybe there was just an introduction that was initiated. But your roots were already intertwined, is what it is. That's what I get. The roots were already intertwined. Let's see. Let's see how this develops. Let's see. Ancient power mysteries. Okay, ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. The rattle of Isis, the sistrum, is playing in the hand of the goddess now. Sistrum, sorry. Can you sense it with your inner hearing? Its vibration reaches through your crown chakra and enters your body, initiating you into great ancient power mysteries of sound, creativity, and healing. This is a time when words and music will become increasingly important on your spiritual path and healing journey. When the Lady Isis initiates a beloved into her ancient mysteries, life can become quite interesting. An initiate of Isis does not just learn new ideas as a student, but is thrown into the experience of the mysteries in real day-to-day living so that they may be truly mastered in our lives and then utilized in service to help the lives of others too, so that one day all beings will be healed and whole according to the will of the divine feminine. Okay. If we listen carefully with our inner ear, we can hear the sounds of the universe alive. We can sense and hear with our inner ear the movement of planets, the beating of the heart of Earth Mother, the music of the goddess guiding us through sound, helping our souls to dance and move in our lives to heal. Hold on, guys. The moment that starts, I don't know if people are like thinking that because my phone is 3:33. 22 minutes and 22 seconds. I don't know why numbers affect me like this. They're so sexy. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. 74% at 3:33 and then 87% at 3:33. Okay. Focus, girl. Focus. Rein in the squirrel mind. The hell were you talking about? Oh, yes. It's time for you to begin dancing, Taurus. Time to begin dancing. Start swaying your hips. Your hips don't lie. Ooh, Jesus, Marion Joseph. Okay. Yes. Card number 11, diving for light. Someone's going to come across your path. For those that this resonates with, someone is going to be introduced to you or reintroduced or randomly find you. I don't know, but there is a reconnection that's going to be occurring. Look at that intertwining. Okay. Intertwining, a connection that is much deeper than you could have ever realized. See the mirroring of the intertwining. You see that? I'm not just making this up. I'm telling you, I'm not just making this up. Okay, I might be, but I like to think I'm not just making this up. So there's definitely a reconnection that's needing to take place. There's definitely a need to dive deep into your heart's oceans. Look at all that green. It's a need for you to dive deep into your heart. Something is about to shift in your life. Huge shift. A huge shift for the positive. I'm trying to think of all the Taurus people that I know. I know quite a few. I can say that every single Taurus that I know, for at least a few years, and it's heightened this year, There's been a lot of self-sacrifice, a lot of just living in such a way that barely can be classified as living. It's more like indentured servant, serfdom. I don't know if y'all are familiar with indentured servants. Just really focused on work, 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 work. Let's see if there is anything in the cards that. Because I'm being told there's something I missed in the cards. Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Why don't you tell me what it is? Tell me exactly which card. Point it out. Don't make this hard for me. You know I got a short attention span today. Oh. Oh. Not very nice thing to say, but I'll deliver the message. Taurus. Yo, this is not for me. Don't ram me with your horn. This is not from me, Taurus. I'm told, Taurus, it's time for you to recognize you have been living as sheep when you are not sheep. You are not docile sheep to be herded around by the dogs of the fields. You are not sheep, okay? You aren't. You aren't. It's time to recognize that and enter this knowing of what you actually are, okay? Do I think you're self-centered? Are you talking to me or someone in the audience? I have very specific beliefs about self-centeredness. Let me just turn on the lights, okay? It's time. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You're not self-centered. It's good to be self-centered. Let me tell you why. Because I told you. I'm joking. Let me refocus. So, Taurus, my concern is this, okay? My concern is that you are heading towards a tower moment. If you are not going to allow the flow of this to ripen into what it needs to be, which is like a moment gifted to you by creation so that you can finally begin enjoying life, I feel like you're facing the path that leads to a tower moment. And I feel like there's quite a few for those that this resonates with. There might be a few that unfortunately would be celebrating your demise. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks that there are people who would take pleasure in someone else's suffering. Don't buy into that. Okay, Taurus, don't buy into that. My concern is that there is a parasitic influence that's causing you to focus on things that you shouldn't be focusing on. And when you focus on those things, whatever you focus on, that's where your energy will flow. That's why they call it paying attention. You're paying a price. You are paying an energy. You are sending your energy to whatever that is, and that's what you're going to manifest. Do you want to manifest a tower moment? Because you're facing the path that leads to a tower. Do you want to manifest that? I mean, I don't think you should. I just don't think you should, you know? And also pay attention to this. If hair is representative of your personal power, you know, yeah, her hair is adorned. That's a beautiful adornment with like, you know, bougie crystal shit. And yeah, it's pretty, right? But it's a gilded cage. That's all that is. Don't allow the materials to become your gilded cage. Let your hair loose. Don't allow your commitment to continuing to secure gilded things uh, to really define you. Don't allow it to restrict your personal power. Because, look, I mean, that's a very restricted personal power, isn't it? To be trapped underneath a reptilian, a parasitic. So there's a need for Taurus to go ahead and allow their Kundalini to blossom. The Shakti. I've never looked at this card like this, but I'm being told this is representative of your Kundalini Shakti energies. That's typically housed in your coccyx, the tailbone area. That's needing to be allowed to rise up because you're in an ascension process. You definitely are. You're going to find your courage and strength as you allow this to rise, because when you do that, it kind of, in some ways, it forces the expansion of your awareness, of your consciousness. My massage chair here. Just bring me my damn chair. Sorry. Okay. I don't even want the chair no more. Keep the damn chair. Card number 6. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. Be careful how you hold this blade. You have the ability to wield the blade, but if you're not paying attention and you grab it by the blade instead of the handle, you cut yourself. All right. So this is really a call for you to pay attention. Oh, wow. That's deep. It's time to put down the sword and place it back in its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you're attempting to banish. So this goes back to the notion that people are going to be brought to you to challenge you, to give you an opportunity to put into action the things that you've been learning, the lessons you've been going through over the past how many years. You've been accruing quite a bit of knowledge, and now it's time for you to put it into action. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. If you're just going to start slashing blindly, you don't know what you're slashing, ooh, that might not end good. Okay, that might not end good. Mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. So there is, again, parasitic circumstance, parasitic influence, whoever it is you're dealing with, whether it's just yourself or it's another individual that you're struggling to deal with. There's definitely a parasitic circumstance there, okay? Definitely a parasitic circumstance. Don't be so quick to put into action potential solutions that you think of, because there's a very real potentiality that one of those solutions that you're considering might actually be thought inception, meaning a parasitic circumstance, a latching, has gone ahead and mimicked the sound of your voice and is using that to incept thoughts, to plant ideas in your head with you thinking that it's your organic thought. And that idea is actually what's going to make all of this go crazy, like implode. We don't need that. We don't want that. So, mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. We can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable, but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave, open your arms and receive. Oh, this one's important. Discomfort and unfamiliar. I can't read it. I don't know why I can't pronounce it. Discomfort is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach through the walls that you may have once created to protect yourself, but that now you need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up with some doors and windows. The tricky part is that most often we don't consciously realize that we are not living. It's not until we start to live more trustingly that it becomes obvious that we once were hiding ourselves from life. Life is calling you to partake more so of her gifts of experience. This oracle brings encouragement and guidance for you to learn skills and practices that nourish you and your community. You have the divine mother within you. How shall you offer nourishment through her? So, this oracle brings guidance that new people, places, and things will enrich your life in the near future, and you have been praying for freshness, inspiration, and more fun. Know that your intuitions and urges to reach out and act in new ways are part of how your prayers are being answered now. This is what I was talking about in the beginning. Thank you for knowing what I mean. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't read that shit. I swear to God, I have college level reading skills. Or so I'm told. I don't know. But yeah, Taurus, you gotta get out of that bull's pen. Okay, there's no more need for you to be in that pen. You need to begin giving yourself permission to live on an open pasture. It's time. It's absolutely time. Okay, there's no more need to see red. There's no more need to paw at the ground. I mean, unless you want to dig for worms or something. I don't know. Cows might like that. I mean, bulls might like that. Cow bulls, bovines might like that. I don't know. Yeah, you're more than just livestock. Okay. I think that's the main message. Stop living your life like you're just livestock, being transported from one pen to another, one gilded cage to another, paying your dues and, it's time to live, just live. Allow yourself to expand. Allow the person or people who are going to be brought to you, allow them in. Allow them to enrich your life in a way that only they can. You've already established and proven to everyone that you're capable of surviving on your own, that you don't need help. That's already a given, okay? You don't need to prove anything anymore. Now it's time for you to allow yourself to just be. And that's not going to happen if you continue to cling to the beliefs that led you to stop truly living in the first place. Let go of those beliefs, allow yourself to flow, allow yourself to be open to new experiences, to new people, to possibly not having the answers, to possibly not being able to plan things out, to possibly not having contingency plans. All of these things are rooted in fear. Okay? It's not rooted in strength, it's rooted in fear. When you allow yourself to release all of these fears, you then open yourself to receive your true power, your true knowing. You reconnect your higher self and your human self, and the energy is able to flow. So that's what you need to do. Taurus doesn't like to listen to me sometimes. Sometimes they do. No matter what, I love you, Taurus. And yeah, okay. Okay. So I hope you guys are able to walk away from this reading with something that will really help to enrich your inner under and overstanding of your life, your journey thus far, wherever the potentiality of your journey is heading. I know you hate change. That's fine. But it's time for you to make change your biatch. Make change your biatch. Okay? Go ahead, embrace it. Embrace it. You know, embrace it. Seriously. This is going to open up your world tremendously. I guarantee. If you allow it, only if you allow it. So, thumbs up for the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I'm going to be doing an energy update in a few minutes. Please come back and join me. This is the final announcement, okay? If you were waiting over the weekend to purchase something, I know quite a few people were messaging. My website is now fully functional. If you haven't already heard, you can go ahead and purchase whatever it was you were needing to. Please know, as my thank you for your patience, I did put everything on my website as 30% off. No coupon code needed. The discount will be taken out during the checkout process. So that is my thank you to everyone for being so patient with PayPal being a silly hoe. Yeah, PayPal was being a silly hoe. All right, guys, I'm coming back live in a few minutes. Bye.